Live from Las Vegas, it's Keto Cooking. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook. Now, this is an old video that I have right here right now, but the question is how do I make the sauces if I'm keto without using, cornstarch, a roux, flour, okay, all the different thickening agents. Well, this one was one of my favorites that I did because I made a nice garlicky tomato red wine sauce. And also I did butternut squash with butter, cinnamon, and bourbon. Okay. It just really came out really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to walk you through an old video and how I did it. So as you see in the pan, this is pork tenderloin that I have going in olive oil, butter, and Tommy spice. So try not to be too repetitive, okay? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build up a base on the pan itself while I cook the pork. Doesn't take long because they're thinly sliced. Now this is a pork tenderloin. If you notice, the meat is a little bit darker than a regular pork chop, okay? That's because it's the tender part of the pig, okay? All right, with that said, now I'm just building up a little bit of a base here, and just to get all that goodness with the meat, get it cooked through, but we're going to finish this in the sauce. Now I'm going to make a little well in the middle here. I'm dropping in about a tablespoon and a half of tomato sauce. Now, as I said, I don't use a full can because of some of the carb count on it, but most of the time I don't like to use that much of it anyway, and I use it for another application type of thing. So I have some garlic that I cut in half. That's going to go into the sauce, and some remaining pieces that I'm just going to add in now, just for the flavor. Then I'm going to add some red wine to this sauce, just to let it cook down. A little bit of garlic, and let this just start building up flavors. All right. As you can see, the tomato paste is starting to break up a little bit. Okay, and it's starting to stick to some of the other little bit of pork tenderloin. Okay, browned up nice. Now I'm going to build a nice crust. Like I said, I have tomato paste in there, and as you heard the cork, I'm going to put in some of my Chianti. Okay, let me stop this right here. Now, I cook with alcohol all the time, been doing it for many years. There is no problem with my blood sugar cooking with a little bit of red wine or bourbon, whatever I cook with, okay? So just add to what you like. This is going to enhance the flavor big time. Okay, let's get back. Now, I'm just going to let this cook away a little bit. Now, normally you would do this with a tougher cut of meat. Bring it down a little bit, okay? But as you can see, it's starting to thicken up a little bit. And here's the beauty part right here. I'm going to take this sauce that's going to come together. It's going to be unbelievable. I'm going to take that garlic right now, and that's going right in the pan. Another small piece right here. I'm going to put that in the pan. Now, we're just going to let this go. The aromas are, wow, like I keep saying, I wish they made cologne like this. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Just waiting for this garlic to come up a little bit. As you can see, the sauce has reduced. Okay. I just want to give you an idea about this garlic right here. Look at that flavor that it sucked up in there. Okay, almost done. Okay, this sauce is complete. It's the most natural sauce that you can make. Very easy to do. All natural ingredients. Nothing foreign. No flour, no cornstarch. Nothing that would hurt anybody who's on a low-carb diet or a type 2 diabetic. Now, with that said, try it. I mean, it is so easy to do. Enhances the flavor rather than that bland, whatever you know everybody thinks that keto is. It's not. Look at this. This is fantastic. Now to the butternut squash. Cinnamon, butter, bourbon. Not going to make a sauce. It's going to enhance the flavor. Butternut squash is going to soak up all them flavors. I tell you what, this one you really got to try. Okay, heating up the pan. Got some olive oil, some butter in here. Now, these butternut squash I did a while back. They're in the freezer. But they also had some cinnamon on it and some Chinese 5 spice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enhance it a little bit. I'm going to drop these in. But I'm going to make a nice bourbon sauce and let it cook in that. So, put these in. And immediately get that aroma. Now, I just did a little bit because the carb content is kind of high. In the butternut squash, it's 16 carbs per serving. Okay, and I have probably half a serving here. And that's going to be split between me and Marie. All right, let's see if we can flare things up here a little bit. A little bit more. Now this is going to cook down. I'm going to add some more butter to it. Wow, smells are delicious. I'll put that in the middle of it here. Now, that's going to caramelize. I'm going to let that cook down. And that's going to be our part of our pork dinner. Okay. It is time. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking some of this pork. This is off the charts good. Now you can also do this, like I said before, with short ribs, even with spare ribs. Okay, it's just a tomato sauce and red wine reduction. Okay, on there like that. Now, this you need to try. Okay, and we're going to split this down the middle, like I said, because of the carbs. All right. Now, cooked it in the bourbon and butter. That was it. Now, in my old days, I would have used a little brown sugar on it. You can if you want. Okay? But where do you taste this? I'm telling you, it's got a taste of its own. It's really, really hard to explain the taste of it. But I tell you what, if you like butternut squash, or if you don't, you need to try it. All right? Let's put this together here. Now, there we go. Butternut squash with a bourbon butter sauce that was cooked in, no extra gravy, and pork tenderloin cooked in Chianti, reduced with tomato paste. Excellent with the garlic. We'll give this a try. Okay, I'm trying to do this in a recap here and sort of explain what just took place in this video. Now, like I said, it was an older video. But I think I needed to explain a little bit more of how I make my sauces. I'm going to start doing this a little bit more, get a little more involved in showing you exactly how to do it. I sort of took it for granted that everybody knows how to do this stuff, and I was sort of corrected that people want to learn and I should take the time to do it. Now, doing keto, making sauces and stuff can be tricky, but in the long run, it is so much better for you because you enhance the flavor of your meal, whatever you're making, and you're not missing out on having gravies. Now, I know a lot of people who make different sauces and stuff like that. Well, they say you can get away with a little bit of cornstarch and stuff like that. No, you can't. If you're going to eat clean and stuff, now I do cook with alcohol. Okay, for some odd reason, it doesn't bother me as far as my blood numbers go. But the amount that I use is minimal anyway. Most of it burns off. The alcohol burns off automatically. but as far as enhancing my blood sugars and stuff, it doesn't. So with that said, no cornstarch, no flour, no roux, nothing. Okay, you can do this with just the natural flavor, the oils, the fats, the butter, and stuff like that. Even the tomato paste that I used. All right, it worked out great. I mean, it thickens it up. Now, the butternut squash, that is an up in the air thing with me. If I eat too much of it, it'll bother me. But if you cut the portions in half, you still can enjoy it without getting nuts with it. Okay. Now, the butter, cinnamon, Tommy spice, and the bourbon that went into that butternut squash sucked that up. And I tell you what a flavor it was. So there again, play with your food. I don't want to win bag too much. And listen, I'm Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook. I appreciate you coming around. Hit that like and subscribe button, and come on back next time. If you have any questions, please leave a comment there, or you can email. Very simple, very easy cooking. Listen, everybody, thank you. Love you to death. Take care. Stay safe. Stay cool. It's hot out here in Vegas. See you next time. Thank you.